So, I'm always looking at the axis of temptation in the root of all conscious souls, which is primarily built upon what one would be willing to do if one thought that they could get away with it. Meanwhile, the axis of purification in all conscious souls is built primarily upon what one would be willing to sacrifice and able to protect the innocent and pure. Now, I'd really like to help a bunch of humans become immortal mercenary spirits of justice who police the earth and protect saints who are on important missions from being attacked by demons. We can never really have too many righteous spirits protecting saints, but we need to solidify a lot of the basics before I can invoke the transmutation on your day of judgment. As we all know, most people are not fully actualized wizards and paladins, which means that it's always very important for there to be righteous shepherds unifying true moral creeds upon the earth, because without righteous shepherds, people are tragically easily led towards spiritual destruction, which binds them to impure demon hive minds. And trying to inject messiahs and saints into the subconscious leader role of souls which tend to worship sinful idols isn't completely straightforward, because it requires the consent of free will, which is a major component of the universal soul war for human fate, is the effort to help people's subconscious worship perception actually love pure things instead of unholy things. And as I've mentioned, the root of all motivation is built upon the pursuit of what we perceive as worshipful, often subconsciously. And people, by and large, tend to worship entertainment or amusement or false intellectual authorities or money, all of which limit the soul to a neutral path of minimal growth and make your destiny reincarnation until you attain epiphanies about the eternal divine moral code, which allows you to make a more conscious choice between true good and evil. One component of the illusions of reincarnation in this world is the opportunity to repeatedly modify the axis of your soul's motivation, possibly eventually becoming right enough about things that you can meet and serve God. Another component of the illusions of reincarnation and separation in this dimension, combined with the significant power of your free will, is the opportunity to forfeit your spiritual sovereignty, to be made numb to the fires of divine knowledge and purification, and simply become a slave to evil spirits. Anyways, I don't know why I'm saying all this for like the 50th or so time. I guess I just enjoy the illusion that somehow every time I repeat these words, there is another chance that I can help someone and possibly save the world, even though all of my hopes and efforts to connect with and help people ironically result in terrible isolation. Probably because some of my government handlers think I might use knowledge irresponsibly to try to help people by shattering the well-crafted illusions of this fake world and making people overly paranoid about demonic hive minds, instead of understanding the knowledge which allows all souls to protect themselves from demons and overpower evil everywhere forever, which is my naive intent. I really do think that people could handle the knowledge about ghosts by now. I do truly believe that it is theoretically possible to evolve Earth into a sub-paradise by normalizing the construct of reason, which brings people to divine revelations beyond the limits of their pride. But there will have to be some measure of justice, because a lot of people are monsters or demons and will constantly try to harm and exploit others, even if the path to divine revelations and accountability is laid plainly before them. Anyways, I'm going to try not to repeat myself about this all year long for the third year in a row, and hopefully find a more efficient way to help people, such as by psychically commanding legions of angels to facilitate certain narratives among all my immortal tribes people about how to protect one another from spiritual attacks and things like that. So that's basically all for now. I just kind of had to repeat it one more time, get it out of my system. This is probably the last time I'll say this year, unless I really need to go into more depth on some of the points, which I almost definitely do. Furthermore, I'm sorry that I still haven't fixed everything forever. I really should have fixed everything forever by now. It's actually not that complicated, except for the part where I'm supposed to be a giant prophetic beacon of love and hope for everyone, and also the part where I get everyone to comprehend certain destructive tendencies of their souls, and also the part where I get people to know that I exist, which is all a little bit awkward, but I'll try to develop a better stage persona, which isn't as off-putting as my current, Hey everybody, let's take a deep look at the foundational axioms of our beliefs and the core of our motivations, and able to coherently unite in divine love, and able to redesign the profane demon empires of exploitation and malice which permeate every culture on the earth. Thing which could obviously use a little bit of work. So that's all for today. I will continue to hide the deep suffering of my soul and find better ways to give away and efficiently manifest all the $1,000,000 society improving ideas that I would like to give away for free, such as the comprehensive scheduling app and the malleable multi-feed presentation based social unity network.